The Tennessee Titans got smoked by the Washington Commanders in Week 13, but there were still some good plays on tape. I'm going to break them down in this week's Tic Tac 4-pack from Tic Tac Titans. Titans fans, welcome to another film breakdown from Tic Tac Titans, your home for Tennessee Titans X's and O's. I am your host, Tyler Rowland, 25 years as a Tennessee Titans fanatic, covered the team for Sports Illustrated, USA Today, and hosted the #1 Tennessee Titans podcast, Locked on Titans, for 6 seasons. It's time for a Week 13 Tic Tac 4-pack. Yes, and again, the Tennessee Titans got rolled by the Washington Commanders, but we had some amazing throws from Will Levis. The Titans got a good sack on Jayden Daniels, got an interception as well. So I'm going to dive into the top 4 plays from Week 13. Before I do want to thank you for checking out the channel. Make sure that you get subscribed, stay subscribed for free year-round Tennessee Titans film content. Throw a thumbs up on the video. Throw a tighten up down in the chat. Also, tomorrow I will have a Will Levis film breakdown from, again, maybe his best performance of the season. But with all that being said, as we always do, let's step into the film room. Our first play of the Week 13 Tic Tac 4-pack is really just a miraculous play by Will Levis that requires great pocket presence, great pocket movement, athleticism, and of course, a strong arm as he hits Calvin Ridley for 21 yards on a 3rd and 20. Going back and looking at the design of the play, what the Titans are going to do is they're going to try to get Calvin Ridley open over the middle of the field. They're going to have a vertical route from NWY right here. They're also going to run Tyler Boyd vertically right here. And the idea is you're going to have a deep in route by Calvin Ridley over the middle of the field. And this outside cornerback is playing man coverage on Calvin Ridley. So the idea is if you can clear out a ton of space for Calvin Ridley over the middle, he should be able to win one-on-one against man coverage. And that's exactly what he's able to do here. And obviously there's some traffic that Will Levis has to get through, but you can see the vertical route ends up clearing exactly how it's supposed to here. And then you have your one-on-one coverage, and Ridley's going to win that opportunity more times than not. And he's there right there. Has to keep running, but does so. And then from the end zone angle here, you can see just how crazy this play is from Will Levis. I mean, at the end of the day, this, like I said, is just a miraculous play by Levis. So there's a twist up front here. If we go back one frame, where you're going to have this defensive lineman coming this way, and the idea is that you want to loop inside, a little T stunt right here, and it does beat Skoronski. It's the only pressure that he allowed during the entire game, but he does get beat there. NPF gets beat on his side as well, but Levis tucks the ball so that he's not putting the ball in danger, which is a good improvement for Will Levis. Spins out of the pressure, almost loses his balance, gets back up, keeps his eyes downfield, and puts out a great pass to Calvin Ridley for a big gain. Just a fantastic play by Will Levis. This is the final touchdown of the day for the Titans, and I was just really impressed with how Will Levis read the coverage here and got the ball placement correct to score a touchdown to Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. If we go back just a little bit to look at the structure of the play here, what you'll see is the Washington Commanders are in a cover 2 high look, so they're going to have deep half safety here, deep half safety here. You're going to have a hole defender with middle linebacker. I believe that's Bobby Wagner right there. Again, you got an intermediate defender here, intermediate defender here, and then 2 flats from the outside corners. All right. And what the Titans are going to run is they're going to run an in-breaking route right here from Tony Pollard. But the route that we really need to focus on is a skinny post here from NWI. And what has to happen is NWI has to get behind the intermediate defenders, which are right here. But the ball has to be away enough from this safety so that he can't break it up. And Levis puts it literally in a perfect place so that it's to the inside away from this safety, but also layers it over the top of the second-level defenders. This is excellent ball placement and a good layered throw from Will Levis, which are improvements on his game. Again, got to get it right over here, but also inside of this guy. It doesn't give you a big window, but NWI is a bigger, more physical wide receiver. So if you put this ball in the right place and NWI makes a good play, it should be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happens. Excellent throw, excellent catch from NWI. All he does is score touchdowns. You can see how good of a throw this is right here, too. I mean, this is just excellent stuff from Will Levis, who continues playing excellent football. Right around the second level defender, and look where Will Levis puts it from where NWI is right now. Look to where he leads him away from this safety right here. Perfect. Touchdown Titans. So obviously our tic-tac four-pack options are very limited on the defensive side of the ball, but what I wanted to talk about was a sack that the Titans had in the first half on Jayden Daniels here. The Titans run man coverage, and just a really good win by T'Vondre Sweat on the stud up front with Jeffrey Simmons, and a good win around the edge from Arden as well. We look at what the Titans are doing. Again, just man coverage. This is cover one man is what you would call that. You got man here, man here. This safety rolls down and takes man coverage right here. Man coverage on the tight end. And then man coverage out here on the back. You're going to have two zone defenders in cover one. You're going to have your deep middle right here. And then you're going to have your intermediate defender right here. So this guy plays a zone in the intermediate area. This guy plays a zone back deep. And again, this is just a good rush by Arden on the outside to get to Jayden Daniels, but really what we want to look at is the twist stunt up front with the defensive tackles. So what you're trying to do here is you're having T'Vondre Sweat come this way and hoping that you occupy, and then you can have Jeffrey Simmons curl around right here and get pressure. But Sweat does a good job of, once he gets through his assignment, he slips through and gets the pressure on Jayden Daniels, and there's just nobody open, and Daniels is running for his life at one point. So Sweat gets in, pushes him back into Arden, and it's a sack for the Titans. Forces a field goal on the possession. Absolutely critical. And we'll get a better look at the twist stunt up front and the rush from the Titans right here. So, see, Sweat is just trying to bring the guard in the center this way with his rush. And then Jeffrey Simmons can loop back around to the quarterback. Titans do this pretty often. You keep the edge rushes wide here so that none of those tackles can help on the interior. And what Sweat does is after he gets through right here, then he can get upfield and penetrate again, and that's what happens. Pushes him off to the center. The guard slides off to Simmons, and that leaves an opening for Sweat. Sweat gets the pressure, doesn't get the sack, but forces him right into Arden. Our final play of the Tic Tac 4-pack from Week 13 is the Titans interception. Amani Hooker gets the interception on Jayden Daniels. Good pass rush by the Titans to flush Jayden Daniels out of the pocket. And, you know, this is like the fumble a couple of weeks ago. You know, sometimes you just need to get lucky. That's part of playing football and playing sports, is sometimes it's not a great play that you made, but the other guy makes a bad play. And that's what happens here. So the Titans are in cover 6. They have a flat guy right here, two intermediate defenders right here and right here. They're going to have a curl flat defender right here in Roger McCreary. And then on the back end, you're going to have cover 4 on this side. And then you're going to have deep half from Amani Hooker right here. And Zach Ertz comes in here and tries to do a quick sit-down route. I believe it is an in route and a post route on the other side. And Jayden Daniels escapes, and there's just really nobody open. If you look right here, Jerome Baker had a terrible game, if we're honest. But he's kind of in the way of Zach Ertz right here, so you can't make a traditional pass that you would. And this guy's actually on a stop route, but this in route's coming right here, and Amani Hooker has no responsibility over in his deep half. So he starts to pick up, because Amani Hooker has great awareness. He really does in coverage. He's excellent with that. So he's going to take this away. So Jayden Daniels is thinking, all I can do is, if I throw this high to get it over this linebacker, I can put it up to Zach Ertz right here. And the pass is just a little bit too high. Goes off of Ertz's hands. And Amani Hooker, who is breaking down to take that in route, is right there to get it. So Daniels really didn't have an option right here other than to throw it high and take this risk. If he throws it to the in route, as we were looking, if he throws it to the in route, then Amani Hooker is coming down to cut it off, and it might be an interception anyways. So really a tough spot for Jayden Daniels. But hey, if you're the Titans, you got to take all the turnovers you can get, and a really nice play on the tip drill by Amani Hooker. Titans fans, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Tic Tac 4-pack. Hopefully a lot more than you enjoyed the actual game. But with that being said, as a reminder, again, tomorrow I'm going to have a Will Levis film breakdown. I should have a multi-week film breakdown on Jarvis Brownlee Jr. and how he's been playing here later on this week. Once again, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. It's growing like a weed, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So make sure that you get subscribed, stay subscribed. Again, free year-round Tennessee Titans film content. You're not going to find that anywhere else. Throw a thumbs up on the video. Throw a tighten up down in the chat. I am your host, Tyler Rowland. And with that being said, as I always tell you, tighten up.